Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video, and yes, from the title, I will be doing a Warriors off-season plan video, and in this video I'm going to be going over, as you know, the Warriors season's over, off-season starts for the Golden State Warriors. It's a crazy off-season, particularly around the Warriors and what's happened so far and what is still to come. So we're going to go through now that there's really just one main thing Warriors have to do in the off-season. I'll get to that in a second, but there's one main thing they have to do. But first, we'll look at the current roster that we have. So I'm going to go in and have a look at the current roster that the Warriors have. So if I go in and I go to the teams and go to the Warriors, we're going to look at the current roster after the 2022-23 season is this. So you got Kuminga, Dante DiVincenzo, JaMychal Green, Ryan Rollins, Jordan Poole, Moses Mooney, Kevon Looney, Patrick Bottom Jr., Gary Payton II, Andre Iguodala, Ty Jerome, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, Lester Quinones, Stephen Curry, and Anthony Lamb. Now, the people who did not play a lot in this season was Ryan Rollins, Patrick Bond Jr., Andre Iguodala, Lester Quinones as much. So, if you look at the picks in the 2021 draft, Moses Mooney was picked at 14. 2022 draft, you've got Ryan Rollins traded from Atlanta, and with Patrick Bond Jr., the 28th pick. So Warriors, that's their roster. Now a lot is to change, I reckon, from that roster for me. There is a lot to change. I honestly believe we have to get rid of some players in some trades. I'll get to that in a sec. But the main one, big news has dropped so far. What it is Bob Myers stepping down as the Warriors GM. Now, Bob Myers has been there since 2012, and he has signed Steve Kerr over Stan Van Gundy. He signed Draymond Green, Kevon Looney, Jordan Poole, Andre Iguodala, Kevin Durant, David West, Zaza Pachulia, and even JaVale McGee. From the KD trade, he also brought over D'Lo, in that which turned into Andrew Wiggins and Jonathan Kuminga. So he is a 2-year Executive of the Year, 2015-2017. So Bob Myers, it's big. Our GM stepping down. He's carried us through those championships from 2015 to 2023. So he's really helped us win our last championship run, 2022, and also through that era of winning back-to-back championships. So it's big. It's a big loss for us, but I honestly think he said, and I watched his interview, he said that it's time. So he said it's time for us to at least have a chance to win without me, I reckon, is what he's trying to say. So I reckon Bob Myers he's been there since 2012. Honestly, it's been so good, our run, and I think it's still up, because I saw from NBA Today, if they have Steph is healthy and wearing a Warriors uniform, the dynasty is still alive. I can't just say that. From a source, it said that if Steph is healthy and wearing a Warriors uniform, the Warriors dynasty is still alive. And I totally agree. If you have Steph Curry, a 3-point champion, a 3-point leader, NBA champion, MVP, All-Star, you're going to be done. It's not going to be over. When Steph gets traded or he's gone or retires, you could probably say it's over. But right now, it's still alive. And now, that's the main stuff. Now, the major off-season plan. I'm honestly saying right now, what stopped us last season? What honestly stopped us from losing it to Lakers and honestly through the whole regular season? It's big man. Warriors need to get big man in the off-season. That's really their main thing. There's only one timeline for this whole Warriors franchise. It's Steph Curry's timeline. Warriors have 2 players in their roster in the trade market that could be up for a trade. Now, I've got some different trade ideas here on what I believe could happen. So that's really, this video is just made a major trades in for big men. That's what all the Warriors need. They was going to get James Wiseman, but then that didn't work out, so they got traded to Pistons for GP2 in a 3-team trade, I think. So that's the main timeline. Warriors' timeline is Steph Curry, and their main target in off-season is big men in free agency, you could say. So the first trade idea, I believe, is this. It's with the Utah Jazz. Now, Utah Jazz, has a lot of players. They've got Kelly Olynyk, Lauri Markkanen, Mike Conley, Jordan Clarkson. They have a lot of players, Walker Kessler. I honestly think the Warriors trade Jordan Poole and Jonathan Kuminga. So this is what the trade looks like. The Warriors get Kelly Olynyk, Lauri Markkanen, and the Jazz get Jordan Poole, Jonathan Kuminga, a 2023 first-round pick, a 2025 first-round pick, or even Patrick Baldwin Jr. That's what I've got. So yes, the Warriors get Lauri Markkanen, Kelly Olynyk, two big men who's been amazing last season, all-star in Lauri Markkanen. Both can shoot, both can rebound, both are big men. And helping him with Kevon Looney, helping around Kevon Looney will get his minutes slowly down. So you could honestly say Lauri's the center, or that's a kind of a bigger man for the Warriors. So that's also a trade that could happen. But I honestly think Jordan Poole, that's what the big one in there is. Jordan Poole, getting rid of him is really what we have to do, because our cap space, our franchise money is very high. So we've got to get rid of him to make that work. The next one, it's trade 2, is the Warriors get Karl-Anthony Towns for Jordan Poole, John Kuminga, Patrick Baldwin Jr., and the 2023 first-round pick. Now, 23 first-round pick is the pick, I believe, the 19th pick in the draft. I'll probably be doing a mock draft soon, should have staged him for that. But Karl-Anthony Towns, if the Warriors can land him with Kevon Looney, with Curry, with Clay, with Draymond, I reckon he's a good asset to get. But I reckon the third trade is what I personally would like. But that's what I got. That's also another trade that could happen. Cat for Poole, Kuminga, and Patrick Baldwin Jr. plus a pick. So we are losing two key guys who were amazing last season during the regular season, but we need big men. That's the only reason what we'll get better. Bigger men. We can't just stay small all of next season. That's also one that, and I reckon Cat, he did work well with D'Angelo Russell in Minnesota and Anthony Edwards, but I think Cat with Warriors will help us win a lot. And then the third trade, there's also two more trades that I got, but the third trade I've got, this is good. The Warriors, it's with the Nets. The Warriors get Dorian Finney-Smith and Yuta Watanabe for Jordan Poole. So we are still keeping Kuminga, which is good because we can grow him, train him up to be better. So you've got a 6'7" forward in Dorian Finney-Smith and a 6'9" forward in Yuta Watanabe for a 6'4" guard in Jordan Poole. So they're averaging points in those two aren't that well, but honestly, I would love those two to come over because you've got two big guys who can rebound, who can score, who can block, who can do everything, who can lay up, who can shoot, who can dunk. Everything these two guys can help the Warriors with big men get better and honestly have some big men at least on their roster. So we are still keeping, particularly in this trade, we're still keeping Jonathan Kuminga and Patrick Baldwin Jr. and also the first round pick for this year's draft. So I like this one personally, just because we're getting rid of Jordan Poole, yes, but we are still keeping Kuminga, which he will grow over time very quickly. So that's also a trade there. And there's one more unlikely trade. Well, there's even two more unlikely trades you got. It's with Pascal Siakam. Yes. Warriors, Pascal Siakam. So this is what it looks like. Warriors get Pascal, and the Raptors get Jordan Poole and Kuminga. So no pick, no Patrick Baldwin Jr. It's just plain and simple, those two. If Pascal Siakam comes over to the Warriors, him, Kevon, and Draymond will work together, get the boards, and get us some wins. Get us up the standings and up into the best defensive team of all time, honestly. If we get Pascal on, this is also the same with the fifth trade coming up. But I reckon this is an unlikely one. I don't think they want to target this type of trade so far. I think the Nets trade with Dorian Finney-Smith and Yuta Watanabe is honestly the best trade, I believe, for us. And the fifth trade, now if this happened, it's going to be golden. You got Warriors get Joel Embiid and the 76ers get Jordan Poole, Jonathan Kuminga, Andrew Wiggins, a 2023 first-round pick and a 2025 first-round pick. Now, this is very rare. I would love if this happens, but I don't think it will because we are losing Wiggins, Poole, and Kuminga. 3 guys for 1 Joel Embiid. He'll be our center if we get him. It'll be amazing. Steph, Clay, Draymond, Kevon Looney, Joel Embiid, Dante. Honestly, it'll be great. But I don't think it's a very unlikely trade. But I reckon out of all these trades I've given, I believe the Nets trade with Poole is our best option. Because all the other ones, you're getting rid of Kuminga and Poole, at least both of them. But I think the Nets trade is the best offer for the Warriors if they want to get some big men in. They're not super tall like Joel Embiid, but they're still a big man which can help. They're both 6'9", 6'7". Joel Embiid is probably, I think, 7 foot or something. So that's really it. That's their main plan for the off-season, is getting some bigger players for the rotation. Because right now we're just rotating Draymond and Looney for the center. But I reckon if we get, honestly, a Jawal or a Dorian Finney-Smith or even a Kelly Olynyk or whatever, that will be helpful. So that's their main thing, and the key changes is big man is the main thing, and next season turnovers is what a little thing we have to change is the turnovers. Last season was shocking in turnovers and rebounding, but now that will help if we get at least a big man in the offseason. So there are also rumours with a Jordan Poole and Draymond Green trade to limiting our money and getting rid of that nasty negative talk between those two. But if that does happen or a trade happens, I will do a community post about that. So stay tuned for that as well. And also a 2023 mock draft video will come out as well. Pardon me. Also, finishing school now, so I got about 3 weeks off, I think. So a lot of more videos coming about the draft, about Warriors, more off-season stuff. But this is really the main off-season video. Now I'm putting it out before the finals are done because I have really the information I need, which is big man. That's the only thing I believe. There is also some stuff with trades, getting better roster, but I think this is the best. So there it is. Thanks for watching, guys. That's the 2023 Warriors crazy off-season plan. Stay tuned for more videos coming, and until next time, enjoy life and have fun. Peace. Thanks, guys.